NBC affiliate in Fayetteville. This is for Brent and Jake, but you guys, not the outcome you wanted the last time you guys faced the Razorbacks. You play Arkansas tomorrow morning. Just how much have you guys improved, and then again, facing Arkansas?
Yeah, I mean, we like to think that we're a completely different team than the last time we played Arkansas. That was our first, SEC series. It was a lot of our guys' first taste of what the league was like, especially on the road in an environment like they have at Baum Stadium, which is one of the coolest in the SEC. So we're really excited to kind of see where we are, see how far we've come as a team from the last time we played those guys. And we know that they've done the same thing. They've continued to improve all year. They've got, 2 starters who are real arms, and they've got middle of the order bats all through the lineup who can do damage. So, we look forward to kind of measure ourselves how far we've come this season by playing those guys tomorrow.
Yeah, Rook said it best. We got a lot of injuries on our team this year. So a lot of guys have matured this year in the roles that they've had to have this year. And, really young team. So week 1 of the SEC play is a lot different than 10 and a half weeks later. So but we're a completely different team, and I'm sure Arkansas is a completely different team too. It's going to be a lot of fun tomorrow.
Same station. Konnor, how important was it for you to go deep into the game and try to save the bullpen for the tournament?
Like Jake just said, we have a lot of injuries pitching-wise this year. I was big for a club for me to go 8 innings and Riley go 1. It opens up a lot more opportunities for us as a pitching staff for the games tomorrow and after the games. So,
Coach, again, NBC from Fayetteville. Just offensively, Arkansas has just had so much power at the plate when they're on. Sometimes they struggle,
Sure.
but obviously 70 home runs in the SEC. But tomorrow, and your pitching staff, talking to them and trying to get Arkansas to not hurt you at the plate.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing with facing Arkansas, and you're exactly right. They're big, they're strong, they're physical, they hit home runs. The biggest thing we'll need to do tomorrow is just work ahead in the count. Strike 1 is very important against these guys. Coach Henderson does a tremendous job with our pitching staff, preaching strike 1, preaching getting the ball down in the zone at all times. And, I think that's the biggest thing against Arkansas is you have to be able to get ahead in the count so you don't fall into fastball predictable counts where all of a sudden now they're big and strong and now they're able to cheat to the fastball and drive the ball out of the ballpark. So we have our certainly have our hands filled tomorrow with those guys. Our guys are extremely excited to play them, get another crack at them. This tournament is so competitive. Every single day is a dogfight.
You mentioned that your team is a lot better than when you started SEC play.
Mm-hmm.
Where have you seen that improvement?
I think just top to bottom in our lineup. I think offensively, I think we've had a lot of guys that have really grown as hitters. And like we talked earlier about our youth and inexperience and going to face Arkansas that first SEC weekend, there are very few out-of-conference opponents you can schedule early in the year that are going to simulate what Knight and Stefan are going to do to you those first 2 nights. And you're talking about a mid-90s fastball with really good secondary stuff. And I just think that weekend at Arkansas really opened our eyes and our young kids' eyes for the amount of commitment and effort and focus that it takes to win in this league. And I thought the best thing we did all year, one of the biggest development things for our club, was just going to get into those games in Fayetteville and understanding, okay, hey, these big, long swings are not going to work. I mean, we've got to do a better job of cutting down our strikeouts. We've got to put the ball in play. We've got to put pressure on the defense. And our guys did a tremendous job after the Arkansas series of knowing what the league was about, and this is our blueprint. This is what we have to do to have success. And, after Arkansas, we finished up with 17 wins, which was pretty incredible, and extremely proud of our guys for battling each and every day.
Coach, you've been talking about your maturity of your team throughout the season.
Yep.
When you're in the SEC tournament, anything can happen. You've already said that yourself. When you look at the next game coming up, you look at the fact you played them before, you're a better team. How do you keep your team focused in a way that they can remain confident in knowing that this is a new slate? The SEC tournament is a way for you to prove yourself and not necessarily get revenge, but just prove you're a better and a bigger team than you were earlier.
Right, yeah. You play 30 games in this league, and each one is its own separate battle, so to speak. And here we are, you play 30 games in this league, and then Arkansas and Mississippi State finished 4th and 5th in the league, and they beat us 3 times the very first weekend. So, I think we played tremendous baseball after that very first weekend, and, I just think it speaks volumes for the fight that our guys have all year and, have put themselves in a position now where we're in the double elimination part of this tournament. This is maybe the most competitive tournament in the country, and we're fired up that we're going to get to be here and try to do some damage in this thing.